Okay, so we had a little mishap there. The phone died. So this is where we were at with the oatmeal box. We're going to carry on from here, and that's pretty much that. Okay, so, oh geez, left my glue uncovered as I milled about trying to find the best situation. I think I'm going to leave this a little bit longer and do a fold over. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Okay, do that. Do a little fold over here. Get this glued down. Oh, that's pretty darn gluey. That might have over glued that. That's all right though. We'll just let it dry. Then it won't be a problem. Fold in those. Fold this down. And up there and down, down. There we go. All right, now it's extra. I'm just going to let that dry, so we won't have a problem with that. So this is going to be folded over as such to make a flapperoonie. Oh goodness, I don't know if we have volume. I think we do. I think I'm back on the actual phone mic. You know, it's one of those days. Okay, here we go. Just gonna let that air dry. Okie doke. Now, going over to this side, we have a little extra flapperoonie here that needs some tender love and care with some glue stick or glue of choice. Any glue will work here as long as it's a decent glue. And then we have this pretty paper we made the other day. Gonna leave enough for wraparound. Do a slight overlap just to make sure we are all good. And then I'm gonna come in here and we're gonna trim. So, what's going on in your world? Are you thinking about what you can make next with paper? The possibilities are limitless. Okay, we have a little funky corner here. Let's see if I can use my, can you see that? I'm using my deftness with my, with my great agility. Oh yeah, it's tearing. Okay. Oh, I think I was supposed to do a wraparound. Well, it didn't really happen on this side because we're cutting it to shape. It's all right. We're going to ink everything down and it's going to look just fine. There's one workaround. Okay. All right, there we go. And a little bit there. Okay. So this actually was tall enough, these papers, to cover the front and the back cover, but, oh dear. Look at that. I didn't get that very good. We're going to have to fix that. That's okay. What I would like to do is do a border that does wrap around. So that's going to take care of all those unfinished little edges. And I think that's sometimes really helpful in the junk journal world, because then you've got a way to seal without too much fuss. See, what have I got here? Have I got enough of these strips? Just looking for random strips of paper. I seem to have this. This might just do the ticket. These are wide and long. That could work really well. And you could use pieces that you have to glue together too. That would be fine. Let's start with, okay, let's just go ahead and put some glue down here. Or this might look nice too. With the text. That is pretty. But that's a little more fragile. Let me go with this one. Let me just put some glue on here. You could sew this in place too. That would make it more secure, but you don't have to, which is kind of the nice news. I'm going to use the torn edge that's showing. There we go. There we go. We need a little more here. A little more glue. Okay. I have a smaller piece here. All right. It's going to glue on a corner. Push down. Whoop. That one moved. Put back. All right. And then we're going to do the same for the bottom. And we're going to do a wraparound. Okay. And this is going to be like a frame we're going to build for this lovely little journal. Okay, so here's another one of these torn little pages. Oh, look at that. We removed a leaf at some point. That's all right. Carry on. All right. There, almost made it. Didn't quite, so we need another little extra piece, which I think I have right here. Okay. All right, so, oh, didn't make it long enough here. Look at that. No, back up, move it. Pull this back off. Off you come, off you come. All right, a little lower. What were we thinking? What were we thinking? Gonna do a wraparound, you have to have something to wrap around. My goodness. The mayhem that ensues is flabbergasting sometimes. Okay. So now we can get rid of these little extra edges. I'm going to see if I can figure out a way to put these two videos together. If I can do it, dandy. If I can't, well, then it's going to be a part 1 and part 2. That's just the way it's going to go. Boy, if I could figure out how to... I'm going to try. I'm going to give it the old college try. But if it doesn't work, we'll be back to the old way. Yeah. All right, that's not exactly even, but it's going to be all right. Make it more even. All right, there we go. Okay, so now for my next trick, we're going to glue. I don't know if this glue is flowing. Let's see. Are you flowing? Are you working with me today? You're a little resistant. Oh, you want it? I think the glue is thick or something. I don't know. I'm gonna put some up here too. All right, this is Fabrifix clear silicone glue, fabric to fabric, fabric to paper, paper to paper. All right, let's try that. And maybe let's use the actual edge of the book cover to put that on nice and sharply at the top. Use our fingers to massage it down a little bit, thus covering the innards. All right, there we go. Notice you have a little folds because it's bunching up against itself, which is normal, natural for the way of paper to do that. So that's okay. Now let's grab a little pair of scissors. They're all in the other room. Hold on. All right, we're back. Trimming these little edges. Okay. And now we're going to do the bottom with more Fabrifix glue. A little bit on here. Oh, it's starting to flow better. Oh, now we're in the flow of things. Thank goodness. My goodness. I think my glue might be getting old. Maybe I shouldn't buy it such large quantity. Maybe it does thicken over time or so. You can add a little acetone. A couple drops, and then it usually, I don't know, for me it's always taken about a day to make a difference. But sometimes I just leave it and come back. But it does make your glue not dry as fast, so just FYI, if you're going to do that trick. Because you're thinning it. You're literally thinning the consistency of the grabbability of the glue. The glueberosity. Okay, here we go. Oh, got that. And we're over here and we're doing this. All right. Okay, good. Now, I think what would be good is we'll just redo our spine a little bit. And I think it's time. The spine feels thick enough because it's got the double cardboard here from the chipboard from the oatmeal box. But I think we'd like, Sunshine and I, would like to put down a strip of fabric there. Okay, hang on. I'm going to look. I'll be right back. Okay, I found this lace, and sometimes this comes in really handy. Different laces. And what you might want to do, since this lace is a bit see-through, I'd like to maybe put a base down that's going to be pretty through, like maybe this old piece of poetry book called Heartthrobs. We played with that one before together, making a junk journal out of it. But now I think we're going to, make sure it's wide enough, Pam. All right, I think it's all right. Just fold that. Just take, we don't need all these edges. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be covered. And roof to see, oh, it magically fits. We're going with that. We're going with that because that magically fits. All right, here we go. Gonna glue this down as a backdrop. So that's what you're gonna see behind the lace. If, in fact, you see anything. You might not even see anything, but if you did, it would be this. And remember, this is not really helping with strength. A little bit. Okay, who are we kidding? But its tearability is great. So the risk of tear is great because it's, why? It's only paper. Okay, we can only ask so much from paper. But what we can do is we can now layer the spine with lace or fabric of your choice. Maybe you have a wider piece of fabric. But I think I'm going to get the fabric glue. That's what I'm going to do. Get the fabric glue. I'm going to put a whole bunch down here. And I am going to lay down some pieces of lace to build a beautiful spine. And that's going to give the spine a lot more strength, durability. It's going to be happy when it folds open and close. Nobody's going to squeak. It's going to be good. And life is going to be dandy. Okay, here we go. What side is the upside? Nobody knows. All right. All right. I can always trim it. Remember that. You can always trim it. All right, here we go. And I would overlap it a little bit. I think that would be wise. That would improve the tensile strength. I may need to go add a little bit more glue there. And if a little bit of the paper sticks out in the end, I don't mind because I think it's kind of pretty. Okay. I can trim that up better once it's in place. Now these little edges are obviously not glued, so we're just going to run a little bead of glue down here and glue this pretty little lace spine together. Now we've got super strong spine. It's a pretty spine. I'm not worried about it tearing on its flex points. And life is dandy. Okay, there we go. That was pretty easy to do. Now let's massage it into place a little bit. Let it know where it's going to live. That's what it's going to look like from the front. It's going to look like from the back. It's very pretty. Very pretty. Very happy. Okay, so here we go. Let's trim this up a little bit. You can leave these little fluffies if you want, but I think I'm going to trim them down just a tad. There. Bottom, not much sticking out there. Just a little basic trimmeroonie. Okay. There we go. Now, this is the rough end. Okay, so these are going to fold in. Where is my, here it is. Don't worry, I have it. I have located it. My bone folder. Okay, fold in these. They don't have to be exactly the same. See, this one has divots, this one doesn't. It's all good. It's okay. But what I might do, just for fun, is punch a little thumb hole so it looks like a pocket. Here. Oh, maybe I'm not going to. Oh, it's too thick. Oh, globber nuts. All right, I'm just going to have to go in there and finish it with scissors, which won't be as neat, but we'll do our best. We had a paper punch failure because it's just too plumb thick because it was chipboard and a couple folded pieces of paper, but we just keep going. Okay, so, all right. And we can go in there and try again. Let's do that. Maybe we can finish it nice. Maybe it doesn't have as much to deal with now. Be a little happier with us. Well, let's see, just see how happy it is. Nope, not happy at all. Nope. Okay, so that's all right. No, we're gonna carry on. Round it out with the scissors a bit. No, that doesn't look bad. Hey, that's not bad. Okay, now we're gonna same disaster over here. Maybe not. I think this one's thinner because it's only one sheet. Yeah, I think it's thinner. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, baby. Now we're talking. Okay, so now we have that. All right, so that's transformed quite nicely. Let's get the brown dauber. That's the pink dauber, Pam. The brown dauber. I don't know where the brown dauber is. You never know where the brown dauber is. There's the brown dauber. It looks like a green dauber, but it's a brown dauber. I'm sure of it. Okay, so let's find some brown ink. We're going to unify everything all together. Wet it a little bit. That was a lot of it, and this is walnut stain. It's hard to see, but it's just plain dye ink. It's not Distress Oxide, just regular. Just for anybody who wants to know, both will work just fine. And I'm going to go around and ink these edges to kind of, you know, bring them together in the world of vintage looking distressed stuff. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now it's coming home. There we go. So really, this is a really simple concept with an oatmeal box. Anybody can do this. Oh, okay. And so I'm getting a phone call, but I'm not answering it because I'm not going to stop the video. I have to carry on. I will call you back, I promise. Somebody I called, so I gotta call them back. I know they're probably not watching the video, but if you were, you'd know I'd be calling you back. Okay. All right, there we go. So we have that, we have that. And I think we're also going to have a little of this. And then maybe a little bit of this. Yeah, just there. Okay. Now we're gonna glue these down. I'm just gonna take some serious glue. I think we're gonna pull out the Fabrifix for this. Okay, come on. Okay. All right, and then here. And then here. Okay. And we're gonna put this here. And I would say we might need a little clamperoonie just to squash it down because it wants to open a little bit and we don't like that. Not right now, so we're gonna clamper. I got a couple more clamps. I'm over in my clamp drawer getting my clamps. Can't find those, so I'm gonna grab these regular old bulldog clamps. Those will work. Did I put glue there? Yeah. Get her down, Pam. Get her down. Okay. Yeah, that's just gonna take a little bit of adherence there to glue. Ow, my finger stopped. All right. I'm also gonna go along the tops here and age these a little bit. I think that's just gonna look a little better. And maybe on the spine creases. I always like to do that. Yeah. Okay, so now we got that. And we got that. We've pretty much made, I don't know, what y'all doing like that? Our journal cover. And we've used up scraps and from our Masterboard Collage Altered book. And I think it's looking really pretty. So we're gonna take it from here. What's today? Today is, yes, this is probably the last day you're going to hear about the Fundle special going on in May of 2024. You get a triple bonus plus a surprise gift. A Fundle is a collection of old and interesting papers to use in your junk journals. And you will automatically receive with this special an authentic skeleton key, a vintage milk bottle topper, vintage Apothecary label, plus a surprise gift. Here's the website if you want to go there directly. And because I think this will launch on Wednesday, and that's the last video before the 1st. So yes, that is good. I figured that all out. I gotta go get Sunshine. Hold on. Sunny. Where is Sunshine? Oh, here you are. Oh, my little lemon. Okay, so Sunshine, you have big news. We're coming. We're here. Okay. All is well.
Hello, everybody. Oh, it's a little bright, Mom. Can you turn it out? Okay, thank you. Hello, everybody. Sunshine here, Cub Pup Reporter, back from a whirlwind vacation at Puppy Disneyland, also known as the Pet Resort. Yes, Sunshine was placed very gently in the Pet Resort for the weekend. So Sunny had a lot of fun playing with the other dogs, and there were lots of treats. None of them were chicken, but there were a lot of treats because Mom gave him a treat bag. And there was play time and running around time and coochie coo time. And there were stories about how Sunshine was cuddled over here with like this person, and then later somebody else came in and they cuddled Sunshine. And they just say there was a lot of cuddling of Sunshine going on. And Sunshine was okay with it all. I did not refuse any cuddles. No cuddles were refused. Sunshine was fully accepting of all the cuddles. And Sunshine made new friends. And I romped and I played. When I came home, I was so tired. I was just one spent pup. So guess what? Mom cuddled me. Happy crafting, everybody. Sunshine out.
Okay. Well, he's obviously getting a little worldly, isn't he? Yes, going out there, meeting friends, interacting with other pups. It's quite the excitement around here. So there you go, folks. Everybody, have an awesome day. We wish you well. Remember, my videos come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I have a free monthly email newsletter where you get a whole bunch of cool things. All the links are down below in the drop-down description box. I have an Etsy shop where you can find journals and bundles and kits and fundles when they're available. I sell digi-kits, which are cool images that you can cut out and save at home and print them out. And then if you don't want to print them, I have a print and mail service, so please feel free to check that out. I have an Amazon shop if you like any of the tools that I use. I have links for the ones that I can find on Amazon. And I have a merchandise shop if you like the phrase create with reckless abandon, or everything is a craft supply until proven otherwise. You can get that on a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a zipped hoodie, a mug, a tote, or a water bottle. And remember, most of all, that fun can be simple. And create with reckless abandon, everybody. And I'll see you next time.